Hi, everyone. I'm Stephanie Monge from Silicon Prairie News. Today, I'm here with Scott Henderson, representing NMotion, powered by Gr8er, and we are going to talk about the Gr8er Plains Summit coming up in Omaha on May 1st. Scott, what is the Gr8er Plains Summit?
It's an opportunity for us to get people who are already coming into town or are going to be in town for the Berkshire Hathaway weekend to think about investing in homegrown startups here in the Great Plains region. And we have this amazing global convening that happens every year. And we've had for the last 15, 20 years an amazing amount of startup investments and creation and exits have happened. So we have this great track record of this is a different type of way to invest your money. And we're just wanting to expose more people who might be in the Berkshire camp or real estate camp or been curious about venture capital. It's a chance for them to get exposed to people who've been doing this for about 15 to 20 years. We're building off of last year when the Piece by Piece Summit was held in the same location with similar partners with Unitech and Unimed.
And the location is?
Catalyst, right here, right next to adjacent to the UNMC campus. And we're going to be giving active investors a chance to sit elbow to elbow with interested investors who are wanting to learn the nuts and bolts of how do you do deal flow analysis, how do you do due diligence, what kind of criteria do other investors use who have been actively investing in startups across the region and could talk definitively of what they've seen, not just here in Nebraska, but an entire swath of the Great Plains and the Great Lakes region. The whole day is going to actually be an interesting combination. We have in the morning everyone starting together. And we have the active investors going to be sitting alongside interested investors, as well as a curated group of startups that are from the region and delegations coming from Israel and Canada to be part of this entire event.
Wow.
So it's an opportunity not really just to celebrate here what's going on here, but how we connect to the rest of the greater capital markets of the globe.
So why do you think right now is the time for an event like this? I know it kind of piggybacks on the Piece by Piece Summit that happened for the first time last year.
We have a track record of being able to invest in the early stages of these companies. And what we need is more follow-on capital, right? So we've done a great job of how do we launch companies? How do we get that first initial round, either through the accelerators like the NMotion accelerator or through early stage investments like the Nebraska Angels, as well as Invest Nebraska, but what happens next? And what we need a deeper bench of people who are willing to invest in these type of companies, not just in the early stage, but in the later stages as well.
So from your perspective, you'll be able to say you hit it out of the park after the summit if?
Oh, well, if the home run here is coming out of the summit, we will have multiple attendees who have not yet invested in venture-backed companies joining either a Nebraska Angels investment or coming in to invest in the next Gr8er Great Plains Fund that we're raising, or any of the other funds that are investing in companies here in the region. They can come out of it having greater confidence and greater understanding of what to look for, what to do, and how they can plug into it.
Great. So if folks are interested in investing in startups, are interested in learning more, what would you say they should do as a next step, or how can they get involved?
We're looking for people who are qualified investors who already are invested in a wide swath and wide diversity of companies and other asset classes, who are interested in what is this venture-backed startup stuff I keep hearing about. I see my friends or my colleagues are doing it. How do I do that? And so that's really what we're wanting to do, is attract people who have the ability to invest in venture-backed companies and want to have access to people who have real world knowledge and the scar tissue to prove it.
Thank you so much, Scott, for sharing all of that with us. Is there anything else that you want people to know about the event before?
Well, we're really excited. The Gr8er Plains Summit is a partnership and collaboration of the Greater Omaha Chamber, Gr8er, as well as the State of Nebraska Department of Economic Development. So this is a chance for us to showcase the great work we've been doing here in the state for the last 15 years around early stage investment and startup activity, and do it in a way that the whole world's watching.
Excellent. Thank you so much. We hope to see you all on May 1st at the Gr8er Plains Summit, where SPN will be covering the event.